Hello everyone. Now welcome back to the video lecture series on basic electrical and electronic engineering. I am Sajitha, I hub coordinator. Now let us look into the introduction to Faraday's law. So all may wonder who a Faraday was actually or what was his invention. Now take a look at the picture and any guesses on this? Yes, he is actually Michael Faraday. So, why is he so famous? Generally, Faraday was known as the father of the electricity because he was responsible for the invention of electric motors, generators, transformers, and many more things. So, one of the biggest breakthrough for Faraday was the invention of law of electromagnetic induction. So, what is the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, or what was the reason for him to be called as the father of electricity? So, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction is generally classified into two laws. So, Faraday's first law and Faraday's second law. So, both these laws are very much associated with motors and generators, and which we are going to commonly call as the machine. So, generally, can you imagine what is a general definition of an electric machine? General definition of an electric machine. I'll give you 10 seconds time. Yes. Generally, an electrical machine is a general term for the machines that uses electromagnetic forces, and they are nothing but electric motors, generators, transformers, and etc. Now, moving deeper into Faraday's first law, it states that whenever the amount of magnetic flux linked with a closed circuit changes, an EMF is induced in the circuit, and the induced EMF lasts so long as the change in the magnetic flux continues. Coming to the second law, the magnitude of the EMF induced in a closed circuit is directly proportional to the rate of change of the magnetic flux linked with the circuit. So, first law and second law is presented in front of us. So, generally, we can say that the rate of change of magnetic flux is represented as phi 2 minus phi 1 divided by C. So, here, as the diagram represents, you can see a galvanometer which is going to show the deflection, and there is a magnet and a coil associated with it. So, there are two cases. Number one, either the magnetic field should remain constant and there should be a movement in the conductor, or the conductor should remain constant and the magnetic field should remain changing. So, under both the conditions, we can say that an EMF is induced. So, just imagine a condition. Here, the magnetic field is static and the coil is going to move. The coil is going to move around the magnetic field. So, under such condition, when we say that the coil moves from north pole to the south pole, the magnetic field associated with it changes and the galvanometer shows a deflection, meaning that there is a change in the EMF. Now, coming to the assessment part of it. So, this picture, can anyone remember? Yes, this is one of the famous cartoon which is called as Flintstones. So, here I have given you a hint, and you are going to name me one such machine which is represented in this image. So, you can take 5 to 10 seconds to guess. So, I have mentioned the name of the machine quite 2 to 3 times in this lecture series. So, can anyone have any guess on what the machine is? The hint is also given here. Yes, it is nothing but the wiper and it uses the machine motor. Thank you.